So first of all, what are you studying?
I'm currently studying a Masters of Marketing, and I have an undergrad of Medical Radiation Science, Radiation Therapy.
And are you studying at UC?
No, I'm currently studying at University of Technology, Sydney,
And where did you do your undergrad?
Newcastle.
Whereabouts did you also grow up?
I grew up 2 hours north in Newcastle,
Where was your primary and secondary education? Also in Newcastle?
both in Newcastle.
And were they at private or public schools?
Private schools for the later years.
And do you think that coming from those private schools that directed you towards going to university and possibly doing a second degree as well?
Absolutely. Without the
Why is
support
that?
given to me from teachers and sort of that drive given to me from the school and from just the environment really led me towards having sort of a more career-driven life.
And could you say that if you weren't in this situation of private education, you would have maybe looked at unskilled work as a career?
Yeah, absolutely. I looked at dropping out in year 10 at private school, and because of the teachers, individually a couple, I stayed in the program, stayed in school. In a public school, I would have dropped out. Absolutely, no doubt.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Are you a student at UC?
I am.
And what are you studying?
International and Global Studies.
And where did you grow up?
I've spent most of my life in the Port Macquarie area.
And where was your primary and secondary education?
I went to a few primary schools in New Zealand, one in Adelaide, and then I did secondary school in Port Macquarie.
And were any of these schools private schools?
Yeah, my secondary school was.
And do you think coming from there, private school for your secondary school, helped you to get here to the University of Sydney?
Yeah, I suppose it did. Just the whole environment of in a private school.
Okay, thanks.
What are you studying?
I'm currently studying my Masters of Secondary Teaching.
Are you a student at UC?
I'm currently studying at the University of Sydney.
Whereabouts did you grow up?
I grew up in just outside of Canberra.
Have you done any other higher education?
I did a Bachelor of Science at the Australian National University.
Where was your primary and secondary education?
My primary and secondary education were both in Canberra,
At public or private schools?
both private schools.
Do you think that coming from those private schools helped you to get to the University of Sydney?
I do. I think that there was more academic focus.
And that pushed you on to further study?
Yeah, because I was a part of the majority going to higher education.
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome.
You said.
Yes.
What are you studying?
Primary school education
And where did you grow up?
in Canberra.
Where in Canberra specifically?
Chisholm, it's a suburb in the south.
Where was your primary and secondary education?
Primary was at Holy Family Primary School, Catholic Primary School, and secondary was at Marist College, Canberra.
And was this a private school?
Yeah, they both were.
And do you think coming from there to a private school helped you get to here, the University of Sydney?
Oh, definitely. Provided me with plenty of opportunities, lots of resources to do my schoolwork, and we had camps up to Sydney Uni to check out the uni, so it definitely helped me out.
Alrighty, well thank you.
So first of all, what are you studying?
Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Engineering.
Are you a student at the University of Sydney?
Yes.
Whereabouts did you grow up?
Dubbo, New South Wales.
Was your primary and secondary education also in Dubbo?
Yes.
And were they at public or private schools?
Private schools.
Both private?
Yes.
Do you think that coming from private schools, it influenced you to go to the University of Sydney?
Yes.
Why is that?
Probably more academic focus and drive in that regard.
Which directed you towards higher education?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.